Hi guys, welcome to today's team training. I'm so excited to be here and host team training for the 17th of June 2025. We have conference in Australia, New Zealand coming up this week. So I wanted to make this training a little bit around conferences, live events, and how we can really leverage off them, collaborate with others in our team, but also create FOMO for those who aren't in our team and who may be watching us on our socials or could be potential clients or team that are in our world or our circle at the moment. Even for those of you who can't attend live or those of you in Canada and the US, you can still leverage off our Juice Plus events and really follow along with everyone else and what they're doing at conference, celebrating the wins and really showcasing our beautiful products and community and everything we have to offer. Conference is always a really great opportunity to expand our belief, our vision, our, belief in ourselves and, what is possible and what we can create here. So it's really exciting and I can't wait to see all the beautiful people again. I get so excited this time of year and it really ignites something in me. I know I always am so fired up after I leave conference. So excited for everyone who is able to make it in person, but we have it being recorded so you can virtually tune in this year, which is super exciting for those of you who can't make it live. You don't need to be in the room, to create momentum. We can create our own momentum and power anytime. I mean, Ash was a great example with this recently and showing us how she could, run and get to Mexico on that incentive trip. So, anything is possible and it is so doable when we put our mind and our belief into it. So basically, I'll start running through, why events can change absolutely everything, and the ripple effects that can occur from going along to conference and such events. As I said before, events can be, a real big launch pad for belief, identity, and action. They really build that deeper conviction in the business. They'll share, the mission and why the products are so incredible. And, the knowledge around our products is shared and it gives us so much belief, the fact that we have so much science that backs our products and, gives us absolute belief. And a company that's been around for over 50 years, it really, when you're there in the room and you're hearing, from our global CEO who's going to be there, I can honestly say that you will definitely feel a shift in your belief and you'll find it's reinforced every time you go to conference. I know for some of you, it's going to be your first one. So I'm super excited for you. I remember my very first one and it can be really overwhelming and you feel like you have just stepped into this whole other world. The energy is so electric and the music that they'll have going gets you pumped up. There'll be people standing up on stage, on chairs, dancing as the countdown, comes before the start of conference. But you do have this unbelievable, unshakable belief in our products, our company, our business model, and we get to live that mission and share that with others. And this is why these kind of events are so important, because we are there, we're in the flesh, we're in the person, we're around everyone, and they're incredible energy. And it's up to us to portray that, and people feel that energy from you, from the people you're around, and the way you're showing up. And it is contagious. You will find you get so many more people watching your stories because of the energy you're in and who you're attracting around to you. So yes, definitely builds a lot more conviction, belief, self-belief. And we hear so many beautiful stories from people during conference. And I remember when I was there and I heard a beautiful New Zealand lady, Deja, her NND speech, and she was sharing about her journey and what life was like before she came into this business. And she was doing drugs, she was doing all the wrong things, she'd been in jail, and now here she was on stage, an NMD, showing us, what is possible and what we can create here. And if there is someone like that who has totally transformed their life from where they have been to where they are now. If they've done it, there's no reason we can't do it either. And it's so inspiring to watch these women who, may be where we want to be, and if they've done it, they're living proof that anyone can do it. It's having that self-belief. You are in the room with these people. You can go and speak directly to them and ask any extra questions you have. You might be able to pick their brain, and there might be an aha moment or something. And again, we can share these aha moments on our socials, inspire other people, and show them, what is possible. I heard this story today. I want to share more about it with you. I met this woman today and she said this. I want to share more with you. I'll probably say this further on, but even if there is someone on your heart who you may have been in conversations with recently and you're speaking to someone, you might send them a message later and go, hey, lovely, I know you may have seen I'm at conference this week. And I was just speaking with this person and she shared a bit about her story, and I couldn't help but think of you when she did. I just wanted to share a bit with you because I thought it might resonate with you. Something as simple like that. It's a great way to be able to re-spark some more conversations and share what it is we're up to. There was also a really cool quote I saw, and it says that 80% of people who rank advance in our business believe that they have done so or trace it back to an event, and that is what's got them in that speed and momentum to get them there. So I'd love to ask you, what would shift in your business, if you believe with 100% certainty that this is possible for you to, like, if you had that 100% certainty in that belief, like, imagine what could shift, what would be possible, the energy you would be in, and what would change. So next, I know, as I said earlier, there is so much energy around you at conference, and it can be overwhelming for those of you who this may be your first one, but it is so exciting. It is so fun. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips for while you are there. My number one tip is to, when we are in the room and there are speakers on, please be present. Please take in everything that you are hearing from the speakers and the people on stage and who are presenting to you. Please don't be there on your phone scrolling or, trying to catch something and then post it straight away. Like, really be in the moment and really take in. Make sure you have a notepad and pen and you're taking any notes, because it's so easy to go, oh my gosh, yes, I love that, and hear it, but not write it down. And then you're outside catching up with people later and you've totally forgot about what actually just went on in the room. So you want to be able to come after conference and have your notes there so that that you have everything you were present for written down, and you can go back and relive it and implement maybe anything that has been there. So make sure you're absorbing it. Other thing, network intentionally. Make sure you build new connections. It can be scary, yeah, but there's going to be so many other people who it's going to be their first conference too, or they've never been to a conference and they've been in the business for a while and this is their first one. Like, there's going to be so many people just like us there, people who have been there for years and years, but make sure we're building new connections. Step out of your comfort zone a little bit. We have to do that in this business regardless. So this is just another step in that personal development and that growth. But ask bold questions, think about who inspires you in this business, or whose story resonates with you, or who you've been dying to ask a question for but haven't had the guts to reach out to them yet. And make a list of these people, reach out to your mentor, and make sure your mentor knows the people who you would love to, or if you are a mentor and you have a team coming to conference, make sure you ask your team who inspires them, who they would love you to introduce them to, because it can be very daunting for those of us who are new. I remember my first conference and wanting to go to speak to people like Adam and Linda and Kimberly and all the beautiful people, but oh my gosh, it's so daunting. We sometimes put people on a pedestal, but we need to remember they were once where we were and probably had the same feelings we did. And we get the opportunity to go and meet them. And these people are so humble. They are so beautiful. They are there to actually, help us and let us grow and answer any questions we have, because we're all in this together. So yes, make sure you are introduced to these people, or if your mentor or someone's forgotten, tap them on the shoulder and go, hey, I can see, Adam over there. Could you please go and introduce me? Make sure you do that. Okay, such a big opportunity to capture content. You can capture, oh my gosh, like content for the rest of the year if you want to here or the next 30 days. You can really showcase what this is about and reuse, I encourage you even sometimes more so to take more video than you do photos, because with video, you can screenshot within the video and get photos. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to someone, they can help you or myself. But make sure, yeah, you get lots of video because you can screenshot from that. Photos are great too, obviously. But you can do things like behind the scenes. It might be you guys getting ready for gala or showing you packing before you even get to conference. It might be chucking in some of your capsules and shakes to take with you to conference. So many different ideas. Take selfies if you're at the airport with the girls, get a photo. You might get a photo with someone you've never met before, but you've been super excited to meet. There might be quotes on the screen at conference. Take photos of the quotes, anything that's super inspiring, or a photo of the person on stage who said something, and then write that in text on your story. Share that, like so many things. Even as I said, if you've got a notepad and pen, make sure you're writing these things down. That might be a great post idea, or chuck it in your phone. Create fun videos, like all the things you said. Created a folder for my team who are going so we can create fun videos together while we're there. Do lives with people, even going live before this at like the start of each day of conference, and then going live again at the end of the day and sharing what you're excited about at the start of the day, and then at the end of the day what your biggest takeaways were and aha moments that you can share with your audience. So as I said, basically think of this as your next 30 days of content. Your energy is going to be so magnetic because of the people you are around, and your audience is really going to feel that. So commit to a bold action while you're there. As I said, go live. We're going to have a new product launch, so that's going to be super exciting too. We're going to be able to share that. You're going to be able to follow up with people. We've got a new product. Even old clients or existing, clients, we have a new product. Just wanted to send this through. We've just launched this now at conference. Wanted to share it with you and let you, be one of the first people to know. So you can think about even now, what's one bold piece of content you're going to create from this experience. For the people that aren't going or who are overseas and in the US and Canada, I know there's so many of us, you can definitely still leverage these events from home. You can support and reshare people who are there, reshare their posts, reshare their stories, hype the team up, use the hashtags at the HSC official or hashtag the HSC. And be seen like you're in the energy and you're sharing and excited and what you're seeing and what's being shared. Create your own post, launch something that's aligned, go live, with a reflection of what you're seeing. Cheer others on, comment, take screenshots of any comments or takeaways, or do a live with someone who's actually there at the conference and interview them and go, what did you love about day one? What was the biggest aha moment? How was the energy? What are you feeling? What are you excited for? Great opportunities to collaborate and do lives, and make sure you collaborate on those posts so that the lives being shared, not just on your page, but their page too, and vice versa. You can share other people's, videos, posts, repost it. So much opportunity here for those of you who, aren't here in the moment. You can still use everyone else's content. Obviously ask first, but I'm sure most people will be more than happy, particularly, within our team with the HSC or self-led woman, to be able to share that forward and share it with everyone's audiences. So even if you are overseas, you may have someone, a potential team member who is in Australia or, from New Zealand, that you can share this with. This is what's going on in Cairns at the moment. You might be able to put them in contact with someone, or you might have a contact who's near Cairns. I don't know, but there's so much opportunity still to leverage off these events. Make sure you can share highlights of anything from your conferences that you've been to. I know the USA one's been, and I'm sure there are so many highlights from there that you have captured, just like these women who are about to in Australia and New Zealand, that you can share. Go down memory lane and share what inspired you, share with your audience. We also created a few months ago the slides that were about, the women and hi, my name is so and so. And we had the caption where I came to this business, what life looked like before, what I'm excited about, what I've been through in this business. There were story slides. If you don't have them, let me know and we can share them with you. But you can even share those and people can meet the team during this time when we're showcasing, Juice Plus and our community. As I said, yeah, make sure you're using the hashtags, use the HSC official. We want to be sharing that around. Even for those of you who are coming, I know I'm not sure, like we have a conference chat. So what we can even do as well is share your aha moments during conference. Like you might be sitting there and want to share it in the group chat, or the favorite part of your day, like pop everything you think of in the group chat. Because what we can actually do is screenshot the comments and post like the whole lot of comments and stuff and create stories with it and go, conference day one, this is what's inspiring people. I love the community. I got to meet so and so. I love the speech so and so did today. I took this away. So excited to share our new product, whatever it might be. Share it in there. We can screenshot, create stories, so many things. And you can also, DM people, as I said earlier, with this energy and what's happening and aha moments you might be hearing and getting from other people. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I do have to keep going today. But where do you want to be? We come to conference, we get so inspired and lit up, but we want to make sure we're taking inspired action afterwards. It's all well and good to go to these events and feel so, yeah, happy and inspired and on cloud nine afterwards. But if we don't use what we've learned and this energy we're in and put it to use and take aligned action afterwards, you're not going to be where you want to be, if you set these beautiful goals and visions and things for yourself over the next 12 months. So think about where you do want to be by the next big event. Visualize her. Who is she? How does she show up? What kind of conversations is she in? What does she post? Who do you need to become or step into to become her? So you can journal on this. You can write as a future version of yourself. You might create a mission statement or a vision statement ahead for the next 12 months. We have so much of this kind of thing inside the HSC, inside our training page. If you can't find the trainings around vision and mission statements and that, let us know. Someone will be able to point you in the right direction to find these. But I think it's so important that we do take aligned action straight after these events. So just to wrap things up a little bit, I hope this has helped you guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. But events really move energy, and it's amazing how magnetic you become when you are in this space, whether you're physically present or not. You are your own leader. You might be leading teams. You might just be new to this business, but you become that person you want to be because you make that decision, because you take that action, because you can be that person. You are that person and you can be anyone you desire. You can create the life you dream, and it's all here ready for you to grab and grasp and run with. So if you have any questions, if you want to line things up ready for conference, to collaborate with people in advance and ask in advance, do all the things, make a little action plan, whatever it might be, and even start priming your audience and get them excited for you going to conference. As I said, share little snippets of you packing or in the car on the way to the airport or being on the plane and filming out the window, whatever it might be. Get them excited. You're excited. They're going to feel it, because proximity to power activates power, and power isn't given unless it's claimed. So I will finish there. Have an amazing day, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see those of you who can make it at conference. Bye.